right guys, welcome back. F family, what's going on? So today or tonight I'm gonna do an E30 mix on the F and see how it feels. As you can tell, I have a full tank, so this clip is actually from the future that I'm gonna put in the front. But yeah, I forgot to record an intro. All right guys, so as you can see, I'm literally zeroed out. App called Spool, ethanol content or ethanol calculator. When you open it, it'll look like this. If you have an actual spoon or spool content analyzer in the car hooked up, you can actually Bluetooth to this. I don't, so we're just using the calculator. And then here's all your stuff. So we're gonna put desired to 30, in tank is 10, pump is gonna be 85, fuel level is 0, and I'm gonna do a 14 tank size. So I need 4 gallons of 85, 10 gallons of 91. So right now in California, we're at $3.10 for 85. 85 is going in. First time doing E85, or actually E30 blend on the F.
Get two
so I'm gonna watch
Niagara
this until it hits 4 gallons.
Now
Alright, so that was 4 gallons.
with Niagara. Get two Niagara case packs for only $9. Now at Rocket.
Alright, so this is the scary part. So I'm not gonna put 91 here at this gas station. I do gotta do my oil change soon now. I'm gonna go down the street to my actual gas station I always go to. Right now, I'm technically running 91 in the fuel line still, and in the pump, and it hasn't gone to E85 yet, which is what I have a complete quarter tank of, which is E85, just barely a smidge over. I'm gonna take it easy. I'm literally not even gonna push the gas that much. I'm just gonna coast over to this gas station, put gas, and then we'll see what the car feels like after with the E30. All right, but also real quick, since we are going to the other gas station, I just want to explain the entire process. So the entire process is either you have a completely empty tank or very, very little bit of 91 in the bottom of the tank, right? So that's step 1. Step 2, you do the ethanol calculator, find out what you need to put in for, you know, E85 and premium to make your E30 mix. So you do that. That's step 2. Then step 3, you actually go ahead and put the gas, E85 and premium, into the car. The reason why you do E85 first is so that it sits in the bottom of the tank, either completely in the bottom or just a little bit on top of the 91, so it mixes already as it is. Then once you top off the tank with the premium 91 here in California, as it's going into the tank, it's hitting the 85 in there and it's kind of mixing it a little bit more, right? But there's my gas station. I'm gonna put gas right now and we're gonna see how it feels after. I'm gonna go on the freeway. I'm going to the gym. I'm gonna hit the freeway, see what happens. I'm not gonna push it right away. I'm gonna drive around a little bit first, let it kind of, you know, swoosh around in there, mix, and then I'll push it. Now we're gonna top off 10 gallons. If it wants to work. There we go. About 10 gallons, here you go. Alright, so that is E30 mix. 10 gallons, 4 gallons, 14 gallons total. Price wise, I'll put it up. I don't remember how much I put for 85. I put the full tank. Okay, off the bat, I'm not gonna lie, it does feel a little more responsive off the bat, off rip, a little more responsive. Don't know too much yet. I'm gonna still drive around, make a swish, or to have it swish and, you know, mix more. But off the bat, it's a lot more responsive, I could tell. But also with 14 gallons, which essentially is a full tank for me, I think I'm closer to like 14.5, maybe even 14.8, but I'm in the 14 range. And again, people have told me, hey, I put 16 gallons, I put 17, you know, I've always been at 14 something. I don't know what, I don't know why. That's just how much, even if I just let the pump go until it clicks, it's about 14 something. So it's giving me 226 miles of range. I think that's just because the computer is recognizing I've been driving it pretty hard the past couple days. But normally with a full tank, where I'm at right now, I'll be at like 260 to 270 mile range. But I could push that 260, 270 to over 300 miles easy, like I did from Vegas to San Diego in one tank with a quarter tank to spare. But it's gonna be a few day testing thing, just because right now I am going to the gym, and tomorrow I don't work, I'm off. So yeah, we'll see. All right, guys. So heading back from the gym. Honestly, again, I have not driven the car hard at all. I've been babying it, driving it like a freaking, you know, Prius, just so that, again, the gas can swoosh, mix. But honestly, so far, the car feels like it likes it. It feels like the engine's actually running a little bit better, a little more smoother with the E. So I'm gonna let these cars ahead of me go up a little more, give us some space. I'll do a couple pulls. Alright, so the first pull I'm gonna just do regular in manual mode, no sport mode. So that felt like the car pulled a little bit more than it normally did, or normally does. I'm not gonna lie, it could just be the butt dyno, but it felt like it pulled a little bit harder all the way to the top. Yeah, it feels good and healthy. I'm honestly very surprised. But so I'm putting sport mode now, but I know throttle response is what's really gonna change. Yeah, I feel it already. Throttle response is changing already. Damn. Come on, dude. It's like you see me flying up and you're gonna try to get over, like, come on. But funny enough, I can actually smell the E from the exhaust. I don't know if that's just in my head or whatnot, but I think I can smell it. And that was a third gear pull. It feels really good and healthy. I'm really surprised. Right. So basically, I don't know how much horsepower this, or even an E30 mix gives an F. I know stock, an F pushes about 365 to the wheels. That's stock numbers. Oh, and she popped. That's stock numbers, 365 to the wheels, no mods, right? And I know that there's an F that just got tuned recently. Stock F only got tuned for E85 and was making 380 to the wheels on just E85. No other mods. So me personally, I have an intake and I have an exhaust. So I'm guessing I'm probably pushing 380 to the wheels. Again, that's what, 365 plus, I think, what, 15? Yeah. So I'm pretty sure the exhaust and the intake combined is giving me about an extra 15 horsepower as of now, just because I'm not tuned yet. So, you know, benefit of the doubt is giving me 15 horsepower combined extra on top of stock, which is 365. So I'm guessing I'm pushing around 380. With the E30 mix, I don't know how much I would be making now. Given that 380 baseline, I'm gonna say probably more. I don't think is gonna give me 10 horsepower, especially because I'm not tuned. If I was tuned, I could probably get closer to maybe that 400 mark. But the only thing I'm missing is headers. So full bolt-on tune with E85, you can make about 450 to 460 on an F reliably, right? So if I'm at 380, getting about 10 horsepower, maybe I'll have to do some research. Getting 10 horsepower from the E30 mix, then I'm probably making 390 to the wheels right now. I'm gonna do a first gear pull if I can. Oh yeah, definitely pull a lot harder. I was actually spinning. I haven't spun in a while because I actually have good tires in the rear right now. They're almost brand new. I used to be able to spin first gear and a little bit of second before when I first got the F, and it was stock, only because the back tires weren't that good. So now that I have these good tires, or had these good tires, I think this is the second set I've had, I haven't been able to really spin once I gun it. Very rarely, maybe if I'm doing a little turn or whatnot, but I haven't really been able to spin. So now that I was in first, I was actually able to make the tires trip and spin a little bit. That shows I'm making a little extra torque, or maybe a little extra power. I don't know, maybe a little bit of both. What happens there? Yeah. So first gear rolling 20. I was able to spin at like 5 to 6K RPM. I was spinning. Yeah, no cops. All right, 0. That was basically 0 to 80. I chirped a little bit, but I think it could have been because of a little hump that was there. Alright, so right now I have the windows cracked just a little bit, so maybe get a little extra V8 noises. We're good. Alright. Here we go. From 0. Alright, here we go. I didn't trip tire, but I think the tires are warm. But yeah, all in all, so far right now, I mean, the engine's running super smooth. Like, I think it's actually running a little bit better than what it did before. But I know that the ECU needs to calibrate, you know, so I know right now it might not be its full potential on E30 because it has to get used to the E30, and then it makes adjustments on its own, and it kind of tunes itself a little bit within certain parameters to run more efficiently. And then when it does that, or not efficiently but properly, and then when it does that, that's when you do get that little extra power. Also, E85 just burns cooler and the ethanol content's up there, so do a 40 roll. All right, here we go. That was 40 to 100, I think it was. And we didn't spin, so I think the tires are definitely warm now. Alright, just gotta make sure there's no cops. Yeah, that was really good. So So I chirped the tires at the end when I shifted from first to second, but I hook, you know. That's the good thing right now is that I'm making, you know, a little extra power, but I'm hooking the entire time. So, you know, right now we're pretty good. We're pretty good setup. But yeah, so I think that's gonna be it for today regarding, you know, testing it out, seeing how it feels and whatnot. Tomorrow, I don't know if when the car's off, the ECU is gonna take all this in and then calibrate itself and, you know, adjust itself and whatnot. But I'm gonna pick it back up tomorrow or in a couple days. All right, what is up, everybody? So today is the next day. Honestly, the engine, the car is just responding really well to everything. I'm already down at half tank and we have a tunnel. Woo! That was beautiful. That was beautiful. So like I was saying, engine feels amazing. As you guys saw right now, I chirped tires again. Shifts were awesome. Got a pop on that first to second, or second to third shift. Overall, I mean, yesterday I was babying the car. Today I've been driving it a little more lax, how I normally drive it. And the car is just responding super well. What are you doing, my guy? But yeah, you gotta chill out. There's normally cops posted up right there. Oh, there's cops right here. Yeah, it's just, honestly, it's really crazy how it's responding to the E. Again, I am not tuned for it, so I'm not getting the absolute max potential I can out of the E. But I'm getting a pretty decent amount of, you know, extra oomph, and I can't wait to get tuned, honestly. It's just super smooth right now. Like, again, I don't know if it's in my head, but it just feels like it just really freshened up the engine a lot. I'm really liking how it is right now. Alright guys, so last night was my last day with the E30 in the tank. I did have to put some premium in to get home, but other than that, I think it was about 4 days, almost 5, with the E30 mix, with the full tank. And honestly, it lasted a lot longer than I thought, because I knew that E30, since it burns a little cooler, it also burns a little faster. It doesn't last as long than regular 91, which I think is still the case. But since I have the E85 mix with the 91, and it wasn't full E85, it was E30, I think that's why it prolonged the life of the fuel, I guess you can say. So that was pretty cool. But hands down, definitely the engine woke up. Like, it was 9-day difference. I immediately felt the difference after I filled it up, and just driving it around, like, you can just tell the engine was a lot more happy. It was a lot snappier, a lot more responsive. I don't know about fuel economic, just because I was mashing on it a lot because of how good it felt. I think my MPG with the E30 mix was around 13 for that tank, which is pretty. I think that's the lowest I've ever had my F go, which is 13 MPGs. It was phenomenal. I felt the little extra bit of power it gave. The car's happy. We swapped back to 91 again, and the car is not hiccuping. It's like if nothing ever happened, you know. Definitely would recommend. The only thing now is I do want to see the actual total longevity that I could get out of E30 mile wise, but I don't know if that's possible. Car worked like a champ, and it still works like a champ, you know. I'm not a dyno, you know. I don't have a dyno that's nearby me, and I don't know anyone that has a dyno, but Definitely, I'd probably say the F was making anywhere from 390 to 400 wheel, just based off of my mods and attaching the E30 to those mods. Again, I am not tuned, so I'm not at peak horsepower that I can get with my mods and tune, or my mods and E30, which I'm sure I'll probably be maybe 410, 420 maybe, even if I'm lucky, with the mods and the E30 tune. But as again, right now, I'm probably sitting 390 to 400 wheel, and that's just me, you know, being a little more conservative on the numbers, just with intake, exhaust, and the E30. But yeah, so the only thing I'm missing now is headers, which if you're in the F scene, you know headers are like $3 grand. So they're the most pricey part you can get on an F. Literally. Everything else is a lot cheaper. But you know, hopefully in Vegas I can win big and you know, it won't be an issue. But yeah, once I do get headers, I am gonna get tuned probably instantly right away. Just because, one, I hate check engine lights, and two, I want that peak performance. I want that 450 wheel, right, with E30, which might be a little more than 450, maybe 460, never know. But if I get tuned, I might just say F it and go F it and go full E85 and peak horsepower on full E85. Which maybe 460, maybe 470. I don't know the numbers on full E85 yet, but you know, we'll go from there. Other than that, guys, that's probably gonna wrap it up for this video. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Deuces.